Alright, this one's kind of special. I'm doing this in particular for my boy Bennett. Now, I want him to know there are certain things you want to do and you want to avoid doing, and reasons why I do certain things. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm dropping in, and that first hit is going to give me 5 seconds of invisibility. Now, the main reason I'm going at this rate is because this is going to be my sacrificial bot. Now, also on here, I've got a modulate of intensifier and an on health intensifier. That's going to give me 38% more damage, and the on health defense you just saw me build. So that, these are the better ones to have. As you can see, I've got a gold modulative intensifier. That one I would mainly use if I didn't have on health, because as you can see, the gold isn't even as powerful as the purple on the on health. Now, as far as shields, the only one I'm really going with is the on mild damage. I'm going with the fairly weak one here because I know, well, I suppose I could, instead of a on first Anclaw, let's go with a on first Aegis. That'll give me an additional 40k of damage. Nah. Let's go with the on mild. Now, as I said, this is going to be my sacrificial, and I have that as a hover. This is going to be for my shell. Now, on this, I'm giving him suppression and 55% more attack while I'm in the health mode. So as soon as I come up to an enemy that I'm about to start laying it on, I'm going to give him that health bonus. And the reason I've doubled up the gold suppressions here is because it's smarter to double down rather than divide. Because if I double down, I'm pretty sure I can get him suppressed before both suppression and lockdown or freeze lock in. So here you see I've got a freeze, on health defense, and a on mild absorber. All these are on mild absorbers. Some of them are gold, some of them are blue, some of them are purple. Most all of my attack chips, these added damage, are on health, because the on health is the strongest of the attack chips. And once again, I've doubled down. Now, yes, I could have went freeze or suppression, but I want to have at least one of the effects fully set in. And by having that double down, that is gonna ensure that it goes into effect if I can get the hit in. If not, neither of the effects would have gone in through. Now here's my Persephone. It has the ability of a rebuild, and I have this on my sleeper. My sleeper is my Loki, so I gave it a weak shield because hopefully it won't need it, but with the constant cloak, it has it naturally. So let's see here. I also have 20% additional damage and 90 points of defense when I use my health. Now, as I said, all these are health based minus this one gold chip here on the left, which is a modulative intensifier. And the reason I chose the modulative intensifier is I didn't have any more health chips. I am trying to collect these on damaged delts. I do believe those will be a little something to worry about later down the line. I'll be doing some experiments with those a little later. But for now, I'm trying to explain to my boy Bennett why I choose the drones and for what. Now, normally I don't use the beak, and normally I don't use my hover either. But I'm trying to explain that with the hover being my throwaway bot, I'm using it to capture the first beacon as far as I can go. So I'm trying to get onto the enemy side, and while my comrades are collecting the beacons on our side and even the center, I'm either going to dive towards the center to get there first, or I'm going to jump over to their side and start stealing their beacons. So that's the reason and main purpose I've gone with that in that route. Once I've gotten the beacon, I'm going to lock it down with my shell, seeing as it has additional damage. And then I'm going to go into my damage mode. I'm going to bust out my Fafnir and try to whip it out. And each of these have been mated with those drones. Like for my Hawk, I have the lockdown. For the Fafnir, I need a little extra defense, so I went with that. And that's how it ended up with the Octanian on the shell. And the Persephone, while I'm running around with my Loki, harassing the Titans and whatnot, I can also try to keep my friends healed. So on each garage I set up, I try to at least have one element of heal. Normally I'll try to stick a little different elements in here. Currently I've got some fireballs and some freeze rockets and the freeze noodle array. Now I did have some time away, so I didn't really get a chance to earn the new weapons, so the toxic weapons and the new weapons, I'm not even sure what they are. And as you can see, hiding in back, I've got my Miramitz. My Miramitz, he's the highest ranked Titan I have. And I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to keep the accelerator on because that gives me a little bit more movement speed. But I might 20% for that and 12%. Yeah, let's go ahead and change off the animated reactor. also going to be... Yeah, it's kind of locking me into an assault. Universal here. So I'm going to switch out the plated for the self-fix. See how that works for me. And I'm even toying with the idea of busting out the old Nodens. Even though, as you can see, all my Titans, except for these guys over here, are level 3. Because I found investing into the weapons and the modules seemed to be a little bit better of an investment, because they switch around. Now I have invested into him quite a bit. And I'm going to hold off on doing any more investing until a discount. But for now, I'm going to keep on collecting the platinum and whatnot. But, yeah. So, hopefully he sees that I've got my beak on my hover, because I'm going to dive in and kind of like... And, yeah, instead of the 5 seconds, I know an ant claw ain't really worth much. So I may do the Aegis. I'll give myself 40,000 in additional protection there. So not only is it going to give me invisibility, but now this thing is now up to 200 and, what is it, 210? So that actually gives him more power than my shell, as far as, defense that they have to go through to knock me out of the game. So, yeah, I'm going to give this a whirl. And just to show you what I do and intend to do with it. Now, I am kind of curious if I want to have a shield on instead of just going pure aggression with the Octanian. You know, I could go with an eye. Well, it's once again pure aggression. But I was also trying to explain to him about the glider. Well, not necessarily the glider, but these diamond chips. This on repair fix percentage. That's not necessarily if you heal yourself the 40k in durability. But if you heal someone else that 40k or multiple, you get to heal yourself at the same time. Now, one of the other diamond ones I've been interested in knowing is this on kill fix percentage. I plan on running that up to gold. As you can see, 2, 5, 10. And I'm thinking, with that doubled up like I could do here on the glider, that's 20% per kill. And that's at the purple rate, so maybe a possibility. But for now, I'm going to stick with this, see how it goes. And as you can see, I've got 55% additional damage when I hit my heal. And I also have instant, well, not instant, but hopefully I'll be able to build up the suppression, so I'll be able to last a little bit longer. And I'm trading off the suppression for a shield, hoping that might keep me around just a little bit longer. As far as my mothership, I'm using a Monarch with the Aegis Blast Shield. And I've not once received any points for this, so as far as I know, I'm down at the bottom. So, and I had noticed that you want to be on the ground when you try to shoot yourself with your Aegis. If you're in the air, it tends to miss you. So I'm not sure if that's something that they have overlooked or something you just want to watch out for. So you might want to be on the ground if you're trying to shoot yourself with the Aegis shield. Oh, let's give it a whirl. Battle. Show you a little bit of how I'm going about this. Alright. Now this is a fun map. On this map I found if I can run over and grab their center beacon. See, they're all scattering. So with them scattering, here to their home beacon. Didn't quite work out the way I'd wanted, but hey, kinda did. As you saw, I flipped over, and I'm just protecting the beacon that we stole. And I was protecting my friends by suppressing these guys. And by having the double chips, it's kind of suppressing them a little quicker. Okay, I got a guy with MK3, so that's one of the downsides of playing at these not transient levels, is I've got to deal with tankers. People who should be on higher level that don't seem to think that they're supposed to. So they come down and slum down here with us experts. Alright, and as I said, I'm waiting till I hit the ground. And my Aegis Shield didn't really do too much for me. I kept that beacon on us for a second or so. And we're doing pretty good as far as beacon control. Try to follow this Minos. See where he's going. He's gonna start running. And it's all just beacon control at this point. And he's got some last stand. Doing pretty well against my others, so my buddies are taking him out pretty well. We got him. I assume we got him. Now I'm just waiting to engage before I kick on my... Oh, wow. Yeah, here we go. And no, I wasn't the best. But I did my part. Let's check out Tam. Where are you coming from? Okay, Master. Okay. Playing against some Masters. Another Master. Expert 2, Joe Mama. Expert 1. Expert 3. And Expert 3. Let's check out Mr. Viper. Master 2. Now, I'm really kind of perplexed. How am I supposed to advance in League if myself, I'm an Expert 2, I get paired with Masters that are for sure going to get the gold? Or tankers that are out to steal the gold? But that's a curiosity I guess I'm kind of stuck with. Not sure how I'm supposed to advance my items into MK2 or 3 if I'm not able to acquire the silver and gold that's required to advance them. And it's just a little perplexing to me. But as you can see, I didn't even get to use my Loki. Oh well. Had him beat before that. I did get to use my Titan though. That's an important feature. You want to be able to use your Titan. I should have used my Loki. Maybe the healing. I don't know. But that's one good way to use the beak on dive in and steal the first beacon. Normally I don't use the beak. I find the beak kind of a one-trick pony because on first hit It's like, you get to use it once, and I like things that are repetitive. Being able to lock things down with my paralysis, using my hawk, that's kind of nice. Alright, well, I guess I will let y'all go for now. And hopefully, y'all are catching on to this and understanding, what's the valuable items. These on health ones seem to be the strongest. The on repair. Now, yeah, that's 45. Yeah, I could do the other two, but that's hoping that you're going to get the frozen. I could do the on low durability, but that's like a one-time use almost too. So yeah, that's why the on health seems to be the strongest for most of the kits. And that's normally what I suggest. So for the shields, I suggest the on milds. And there are exceptions. Kind of like this beak here. How I went with the on first hit with the Aegis. And I'll even, one battle was fine. Well, I hope you had possibly learned a little something from this. And I hope it's a benefit to y'all. And understand why I double these up and go one style. So it actually goes through instead of two partially through. Alrighty, y'all. Well, as I say, be good or be good at it. Take care and take care of others. Later, guys. Peace.